Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Azhar and I will present about Introduction of Local Government Act 171. Local government is Malaysia's third tier of government, and it is critical in expanding policies and implementing relevant strategies and programs passed by the federal and state governments. The establishment of local government in Malaysia is linked to the expansion of British influence in the region. It is first appeared in Peninsular Malaysia and later spread to Sabah and Sarawak. Malaysia's local government system is heavily reliant on its organizational and structural structures, the legislative foundation, as well as the relationship that exists between local authorities, the federal government, and the state governments have a significant impact on those particular. The local government is an infra-sovereign, which means that it has no sovereignty and is only sovereign if expressly provided for by legislation derived from the higher governments.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Irfan bin Zainal. So today I'm gonna present about attend for the full council meeting. The main provision in Act 171 are more relevant to its representative function in Malaysia. The main provision of Act 171 is on delegation by attending a full meeting of the council. This is an important matter in the function of delegation in Act 171 with the presence of a full meeting of the council can discuss matter that are important in developing the local area, as well as the further improve the features and characteristics that are lacking in development of this stage. By going through the main provision in Act 171, creating attending a full meeting of the council can be automated from Act 171. Attending a full meeting of the council can be decision making in dealing with something, as we can full control meeting are now held in much in public. It's because local committee can voice their opinion on issue and matter and develop policies. Okay, that's all for me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Mutawakil. So this is my turn to present about policy and decision makers. Okay, so first of all, plans, course of action or process that are designed to influence choices are referred to as policies. So this means that policies and decision makers are the same thing, because if we want to make policy, we must make decision. But decision makers, everyone can make decision, but policies in this concept is referred to a council, because the council have the responsibilities to make the policies. Like I have been told before, decision making is an integral aspect of policy making, and there is a dynamic interaction between the two, and a council is in charge of the policy and decision making. And then the examples of decision making is in the aspects of budget, rules, new projects offered by the developers, and construction plans. However, in Malaysia, representatives have the responsibility to make decisions and policy to govern this country. That is the same to the local government, which have the power to do it according to the Act 171. The next function is representative of people in council. Council can be defined as formalized advisory, deliberative, or administrative group of persons that meets on a regular basis. Its function is to lead the whole organization or local government that have been chosen through elections or else. As we all know, in Malaysia, we have many local government such as City Hall, Municipal Council, District Council, and Special and Modified Local Council. So, this council, the function is, it is a representative of people in council. It is because they have many people in it, so they make a discussion or a meeting to know what the problem that they are facing. And after that, the leader or manager will take the problem to the upper government. So, anything that the people or the citizen not satisfied with something, they can go through local government and the council before the council take it to the councillors.
Human rights are moral principle that defines the standards of human behavior that must be designed to protect. Human rights are a set of legal rights granted to all people under both domestic and international law. One important function of attempting to promote and secure human rights is informing people about juggles and requirements in relation to human rights studying relation to at the local level. According to the United Nations, the national government bears the primary responsibility for providing and attempting to defend human rights. However, local public services are critical in increasing citizen respect for awareness of human rights.
Oversee the overall development of council area. Government responsibility in order to manage the general improvement of chamber region to guarantee that all the investment that the public authority has done or need to do is corresponding with the improvement of standards. Guarantee that the public authority can oversee the resident easily. The councillor need to consistently administer the running and organization of the chamber. For example, in the arrangement of staff, support the financial plan that are connected in the public authority and the state, and furthermore to endorse any improvement in project of the state. The related provision Act 171 Section 28 that mention every local authority may appoint the committee every time either of a special nature. General that comprise individual from director and quantities of councillor and whatever other individuals that public authority would be think fit and reasonable for the point of looking and revealing with respect to issue or execute any demonstration that according the nearby power would be all the more advantageously complete the dependable and may delegate to any board of trustees such power other than the position to gather cash by rates or advance, as it might suspect suitable and may fix the majority of the panel. Based on the provision that related is Act 171 in Section 40. Oversee the overall development of council area. Another government responsibility in order to manage the general improvement of Chamber Rajaya. Nearby government the obligation to accelerate and furthermore reassuring the improvement to guarantee a superior financial climate and status in the state. The focus of government project is to fulfill the country needs and expectation to be a better state. The councillor need to ensure that development program or project running in the state is in line with the development principle. This provision can be related with the Act 171 Section 66 and the power of the 7th councillor to allow the erection public building in open public place, the public purpose and any other purpose that the local authority may think fit from time to time by Local Government Act 1967-2015. For example, local authorities Majlis Pemandangan Semban start to operating in a new building at the Forest Height 1 in Jalan Seremban Tampin on the 4 March 2019. The citizens are now able to carry out their business more comfortably because of the development project by the government with the new facilities now in the new there units within the MPS, except for the Park and Landscape Department. The development and renovation costs that are approved by the local government was 21.4 million and it's stated by the President of the Town Wellbeing Committee, Local Government and New Village Housing Committee, Teo Kat Song. This article was taken by The Star Online 2019. The analysis of the provision that prevent local government from increasing its effectiveness at the local level. Government of Malaysia has many arrangements of giving best administration, and these arrangements ought to be looked past so local government might work their ways of expanding the effectiveness. Nearby government acquires their monetary advantage from appraisal charges, award, charge of benefiting exchange and some more, followed by the Local Government Act 171 Part 5 Section 39. For example, in Kuala Lumpur, Municipal Council of Kuala Lumpur charge parking fee for RM60 cent per hour and RM60 cent for next hour. And meanwhile, in Municipal Council of Sepang charge as much as RM2 per hour and the 14 and the continuous lay hours. Both of the rates are not valid to be paid or used to each other because each tax imposed are personal for each local government, as it is main revenue for the local. Tax can either be paid through trustworthy mobile applications such as term parking application that be distributed by the government. This article was taken by New Straits Times 2018.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Zul Haris Arif bin Muhammad Noor. Today I will explain the challenges that's met by local authorities. The first challenge is appoint professional to serve in local council. The challenge in appointing professional to serve in local council is too many applications that meet the set of criteria. This initiative strict consorship as there were many candidates applying for position in local council. Another challenge is to lengthy selection process. This is because every candidate needs to be interviewed by local authorities. Interviews are important to ensure that only suitable and qualified candidates are selected, but this makes a vacancy in local council become long. The next obstacle is continuous training and skill workshop. Political interference in contract awarding and project selection has undermined public trust and perception of integrity and accountability. The challenge in ongoing training is to produce civil servants with integrity because nowadays many of them accept bribes. In addition, the attitude of local staff who are comfortable with the habits practice become worrying about the new training because they are afraid if the new change will be burden of them. They do not adapt new practice introduced by local authorities.
Lastly, I will explain about promoting continuous quality management. It is because most employees in the firm or organization, as we can see nowadays, merely work at pace and do not work hard. this might have a negative impact on the country. This is most likely because they were hired by an important or high-ranking insider. As a result, local governments should take closer look at this issue. Or the problem solving here is promoting continuous quality management. It means that the management concept that firms utilize to decrease waste, boost efficiency and increase internal, which is employee, and external customer or person satisfaction. The government might encourage continual quality management in social media to avoid unpleasant things from happening, such as inequity in management and lack of openness in the workplace. Other than that, it also can increase the effectiveness and efficiency in local government to govern the state. So the things that prevent this to happen is small group of individuals that don't comprehend others and simply pursue their own desires, such as being envious at work and seeking to tear someone down for their own benefit. So that's all from me. Thank you.
The fourth obstacle is providing more service channels. An obstacle is providing more service is inaccurate information related to procedure provided by government agency. In addition, data obtained from different sources complicated effort to obtain data from a single sources. These contrasts have hampered inter-agency collaboration to create better data sharing to plan, implement and monitor strategy effectively. Effort to address the duplication of public sector roles are poorly supported and not comprehensive. New agencies such as limited companies, under guarantee and government-owned companies were established, which causes a financial burden to government. Capacity constraints have hampered local authority to meet the growing demand. Local authorities are often faced with limited technical capacity in delivering quality service. The inability to address current issue and lack of preparation in facing future challenge are major obstacles towards creating strong local authorities. That's all. Thank you.
From conclusion, we can produce provision in Act 171 through a representative. This show that there are many things placed in the provision. There are several main provisions in Act 171 that relate to representative function in Malaysia, such as attend for the full council meeting and more. With this main provision can be analysis to prevent local government from increasing effectiveness at local level, such appoint professional to serve in local council. That's all for me. Thank you.